Comments from Edina City Council person Julie Risser at the July, November 18th, 2025 City Council, Edina City Council meeting.
You have something. And I've been working on this. I meant to read it at our last meeting, but it was canceled. It's been an honor to represent Edina residents on City Council, and I am looking forward to serving next year. I've done my utmost to adhere to the Code of Conduct Ethics for council members. Per the code, I strive to prepare for issues at hand. It's part of informed decision-making. It is necessary to fulfill my oath of office to serve to the best of my abilities. And for me, it's necessary to determine what a good investment of tax dollars is. The section, role of council, staff, and commissions includes we are all part of a team committed to the residents of Edina both today and in the future. These are very general goals. How individuals interpret them as well as how they interpret code, state statute, and federal standards varies. For me, there have been cases where I feel I haven't been prepared adequately. I know it is not staff's responsibility to provide all of the information, but frequently I feel that there are critical elements that are missing. I'm also concerned about how information is conveyed to other governing bodies. It's my understanding the Legislative Tax Committee was not informed about the additional $4.86 million of spark funds when they were asked to pass special legislation allowing Edina to extend the 7200, 7250 France TIF district. I do know the tax committee was not informed the 70th and France TIF district needs the city to take on the risk of building the parking ramp to jumpstart development. At the August 19th council meeting, I was told the tax committee did not receive this information because it was not within their purview. Again, different views. I feel differently. I believe state lawmakers need to know about that. I also believe I should have known about that, the city having to assume park ramp construction risk before I approved the legislative agenda. We're talking about the Grandview pedestrian bridge. We're working with the DOJ to address ADA requirements. I went back and I reviewed meetings. At the June 24th, 2021 HRA meeting, commissioners approved dedicating $2 million in TIF to that project. There existed at that time 3 safe ways to get across the tracks: Vernon Avenue, Eden Avenue, and Gus Young Lane. These weren't discussed, but the project was to encourage use of the parking ramp. There was no mention of weight capacity limitations, no mention that the ramp is not ADA compliant, and that future development was necessary to complete the project. I'm concerned about the spark loan to the Chamber of Commerce to renovate office space at 7201 Metro Boulevard for the Edina Innovation Lab, a for-profit B Corp. This involved moving our visitor bureau, Explore Edina, from Edinburgh. In the original agreement, Explore Edina covered 25% of the rent in this new space. Explore Edina is funded through the lodging tax, a tax governed by the state. 95% must go to marketing and promoting the city or town as a tourist or convention center. At the April 10th HRA meeting, I asked whether Explore Edina was assisting in paying back the Edina Innovation Lab loan. I was told we can't directly use lodging tax in the repayment of the loan, so we have made a slight shift in resources. Rent and salaries are the biggest expenses. There's more abundant budget in Explore Edina. Explore Edina is paying 60% of the rent and salaries. This allows the chamber to create a fund for repaying back the loan. Again, differing opinions, but more dialogue about this allocation of resources is needed, and I should not have to ask for this information. When I ran for office, I knew I would have to do additional research in addition to the packet. Again, staff cannot provide everything. I was concerned and remain concerned about 3 purely residential projects built on commercially zoned land in the Wooddale Valley View neighborhood. Before they were built, language existed in our code preventing this. No part of any dwelling unit shall be located in a basement or on the first story of a building in the PCD1 or PCD2 sub-district. This was in special requirements. Now that language is also under conditional uses. One unit in the townhouse development has a legal buildable area that appears to be a tenth the size of its actual footprint. Setback variances were huge. I'm concerned about the resulting safety because the driveways are so close to the sidewalk. I knew I would have to engage in additional research to make informed decisions before I ran, but I feel too often basic information is missing. When I think about pursuing a second term, I realize I won't be able to take the oath of office to serve to the best of my abilities. I'm not getting what I need to do that. Out of respect for the citizens I represent, I will not be seeking another term. I've enjoyed, and we will continue to be together until December of 2026. So